Hello everyone, I am Guildmaster Committee, leader of Taste of Poison, the top guild. In this video, we're going to talk about the weekend updates as of February 14th, 2026. So let's go ahead and get started by talking about the Chrono Odyssey delay. This was on February 11th, 2026, so that is 3 days ago as of recording. So Chrono Odyssey and Archgage Chronicles get new delays as shown in new Cacao financial report. Yeah, not surprised. Chrono Odyssey has been delayed again, according to Cacao Games' latest financial report. The same report also shows Archgage Chronicles also getting a slight delay, moving from Q3 to Q4 2026. Yeah, not surprised at all. It'll most likely get delayed to 2027. You heard me here, folks. Overall, Cacao's report showed lower revenue and profit in fiscal year 2025, particularly without new titles and continued global investment. Chrono Odyssey was already delayed for extensive reworks and continued improvements after playtests did not go well at all. From clunky systems to mechanics that weren't delivering, that delay to Q4 2026 was completely understandable. Look, when a game needs that much improvement, it's better to give the team time to get it right, especially with the central concept and mechanics that have been appealing. Now, let's stop right there. I've tried have hosting guilds on games like Lost Ark and Throne and Liberty and so on, and of course, one of the reasons we did not stay on those games is because we just didn't like those games anymore and they just started failing. And when a game fails, there is a lower player base and overall in quality and quantity. So this is better for everybody. I'd rather wait. Honestly, I'm happy with the games we currently have as of this video. So that's probably a good move. Recently, the team has been that could be a whole other video on its own, though. Me talking about that. Recently, the team has been showing more of what they've been overhauling and improving with clips of more fluid combat and details of how they're changing some of the systems. This next delay is only until Q1, so it's likely just going to be a little more time to get the game in better shape. Yeah, come on, it's going to get delayed again. Can we, can we get like a pool going between me and some of the other people? We could probably bet with ESO gold. That's probably the only. And we'll see. Hey, who wants to bet when Chrono Odyssey is finally gonna come out? We're not gonna get bet on whether or not it's gonna get delayed. We're gonna bet on how much longer it's gonna get delayed to. That'd be great. Okay, so here's Chrono Odyssey with Q1 2020. Hold on, let me try to blow this up a bit. Yeah, here. Chrono Odyssey Q1 2027. Archgage Chronicles has also been delayed a few times, undergoing a title change and a more defined direction in the process. At this point, most of us were probably just curious when we'd see them ramp up reveals and details. The team has shared some video and details, but a lot has been under wraps for the planned multi-platform release. The new delay is like the one for Chrono Odyssey, a short one. Oh, yeah, a short one after multiple delays in the past. Yeah, come on, you're just lying to us, and it's just gonna keep getting delayed over and over and over again until they get something that won't fail. Both delays seem almost like more logistical planning. Cacao Games' Q4 2025 financial report, which you can view here, showed an overall rise in the PC revenue driven by a PUBG collaboration while mobile dropped. I'll have the link to this article and the others we're going to feature in this video in the description of this video. So don't worry, y'all will be able to click the link. Alright, so now we're going to get started with the short ESO articles. Developer Let's Play Hearts Week with Ninja Pulls. This is from February 10th, 2026, so 4 days ago. Tune in as Ninja Pulls is joined by an ESO developer guest for some Hearts Week live stream fun. With the kickoff of the Hearts Week event this Wednesday, we're happy to announce a new kind of live stream special, the Developer Let's Play. During these bespoke streams, members of the ESO development team will join a member of the ESO stream team to explore the world of Tamriel and have some fun together. For this first live stream, we're thrilled to have Maya and Khan from Ninja Pulls hosting Sauce writer-designer Andrew, I don't even know how to pronounce this, Sayanez de la O. will someone please give me the correct pronunciation in the comments, who was one of the key developers behind Hearts Week. Together they'll participate in the event while chatting about its development, characters, and quests. What developers? Let's play Hearts Week with Ninja Pulls when February 11th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Twitch.tv/Ninja Pulls Gaming, Twitch drops. Okay, cool. Alright, next ESO article. Support heart health with a new community charity drive. In the spirit of Hearts Week, we are thrilled to support longtime ESO content creators Tyranny, No Lollygaggin, and friends for Heartstream Heroes 2026. Tune in as they team up for a series of charity live streams to help the American Heart Association and their good works. Help Heart Health. Dedicated to fighting heart disease and stroke, the American Heart Association voluntary organization has invested more than $6 billion into research in over 100 years of operation. You can learn more about the American Heart Association and see what you can do to help via their official website. Truly a cause worthy of Mara's devotees. We're thrilled to lend our help to this community-run charity drive during Hearts Week. Heartstream Heroes 2026 will run from today, February 11th, until Wednesday, February 18th. So that's 4 more days as of this video. Which will basically be 3 more by the time you watch this. During that time, you can join a host of wonderful live streams from Tyranny, No Lollygaggin, and many other members of the ESO community. Donate or sign up now. You can check out all our current campaign ESOs. Live streamers are running for the cause. Like run charity live stream. Heart disease is the #1 killer, and stroke ranks second globally. So we are very happy to share our support and appreciation. Okay, yeah, that's cool. All right, moving on. Golden Pursuits hastened to Hearts Day 3 days ago. This month's Golden Pursuits campaign, Hasten to Hearts Day, kicks off on February 11th, 2026 and runs until February 18th. During this campaign, complete various in-game activities, including reviving friends, sharing gifts with your companions, taking down bosses alongside your allies, and more to unlock the following rewards. Complete 2 activities, 4 Lorestone crates, complete Small Debella's Bouquet, Love Blessed Kitten Muppet, 8 activities gets you 2 Love Blessed Chairs, 10 activities is Love Blessed Table, and 12 is a Hearts Day Kiss emote. Hasten to Hearts Day rewards. You can complete a total of 21 activities during this period, highlighting the value of companionship and teamwork while you adventure in Tamriel. Head over to the Golden Pursuits section of the in-game activity finder to check out a full list of this campaign's activities. Share the love. Enjoy bonus rewards this February, including an affectionate emote, furnishing some more by completing Golden Pursuits activities. Are you excited to receive some Mara Blessed rewards with your companions and comrades? Let us know. Alright, so next article. So this was released just yesterday. It's called Experience ESO's Most Recent Adventure at up to 75% off. Ooh. Enjoy major discounts of the 2025 Content Pass and the Premium Edition and base game. This February, you can explore ESO's major 2025 release or take your steps into Tamriel's second era with an all-new sale that delivers up to 75% off of the 2025 Content Pass, Premium Edition, and Standard Edition. Standard Edition offers the full ESO base game, which includes 4 of the game's classes, 24 unique zones to explore, and access to ESO's PvP game modes such as Battlegrounds and the Alliance War. With the imminent arrival of Seasons, you can expect more content to be added directly to the base game at no additional cost, including several existing DLCs with new zones and skill lines, as well as future seasonal gameplay content. The 2025 Content Pass is an upgrade to the base game that includes all the stories and challenges released in 2025. That's 2 new dungeon packs for a total of 4 dungeons, as well as the tropical island of Solstice, now under siege by the Worm Cult. The 2025 Premium Edition includes everything, including in both the Standard Edition and Content Pass, as well as 6 additional chapters worth of content from Somerset to Gold. So let me stop y'all right there. If you play ESO and you're considering playing ESO yourself, or you're trying to get one of your friends into playing ESO, this sounds like the most ideal time, with basically everything going to be 75% off. This is the perfect way for you to unlock 10 years of great stories all at once, and it's 75% off too. All 3 versions of ESO are available during the February sale period. Don't miss out. So, let's see, for us, check out the dates. So I play on, okay, I don't play on Xbox or PlayStation. So that's going to be through the 23rd. So you'll have, yeah, 9 days. So basically for about one more week as of this video. So the Elder Scrolls Online Steam Store or the Epic Game Store. Get started now. There's no time limit to get presented with these exciting stories. No time like the present. Whether you want to catch up on latest adventures or, yeah. So basically, you have roughly a week as of me releasing this video to get it ESO at 75% off, whether you're thinking about playing it yourself or trying to get one of your friends into it. Okay. And then this is going to be the last ESO article. Deliver heartfelt messages with these ESO-themed Hearts Day cards. Share the love for this Hearts Day with a collection of affectionate greeting cards featuring fan-favorite characters. Tamriel's celebration of companionship and camaraderie, Hearts Day, is just around the corner, so it's time to remind those you treasure how much you care about them. Need help with coming up with the right sentiment? We've got you covered with 4 special Hearts Day cards, each featuring one of our favorite ESO heartthrobs, ready to be delivered to that special someone in your life. Love can be dangerous as any and I have to read this like Naruto. Love can be dangerous as any contract, but with you, I'm willing to take the risk. Okay, but that was probably terrible, but whatever. This dangerously alluring Naruto variant card is perfect for those whose affection cuts deepest. Click here to download the full image. This one's heart belongs to you. Express your adoration and devotion to one you hold dear to your heart with this charming Razendar card. Click here to download the full image. Let's make this quest unforgettable. Okay, that was probably better accent for Everly Sharp Arrow. Celebrate new adventures and camaraderie with this adorable Everly Sharp Arrow card, and then there's Bastion. I thank the 8 divines, but you made it 9. Companionship so that... Okay, I'm horrible at doing accents for them. So that it burns brighter each day with this warm Bastion Halix card. Click here to download the full image. We hope this Hearts Day card helps convey your feelings as you care. Alright. So now we're going to talk about Pax Dei. This is the only article from Pax Dei we're going to talk about. It was released just yesterday. Future of Pax Dei, a letter from the team. Hello, Pax. Given recent news about the MMO industry, it's completely understandable that some of you may be wondering what the future holds for Pax Dei. We've seen your questions and concerns, as we feel it's important to address them as directly and transparently as possible, while also sharing where we're at, where we're heading. Are you going to shut down as other studios have recently? No, we still have a small but very passionate, hardworking team working on Pax Dei, and we intend to continue delivering updates regularly. Let's be transparent. Yes, we've had rough moments. Being an independent studio means we rely on a mix of external investment and increasingly revenue from the game itself to pay for the ongoing development of Pax Dei. We've had to adjust our team size and limit our scope accordingly. Since we left early access, we've been balancing our long-term vision for the game alongside player feedback and tackling some genuinely tough problems to make sure the game has a stable foundation, technically, operationally, and in terms of the content we're able to offer. We understand the progress can sometimes feel slow from the outside, but as long as we have our player support, our intention is to keep building Pax Dei and delivering on the features we've showcased in the past, even if it sometimes takes longer than we or many players would like. So how can we support you? Support comes in many forms, and not all of them involve paid money. You can support by making YouTube videos with these news articles in them, playing regularly, inviting friends to join, leaving thoughtful and fair reviews, sharing feedback and testing new content on the public test shard, engaging with our posts and updates on Discord and social media, and ultimately, of course, the most direct way to support us, for those who want to and are able to, is by purchasing memberships, plots, premium, etc. All of these matter, especially for a small studio like ours. Well, I like the game, but I'm not ready to pay. That's completely fine. You don't need a subscription to enjoy Pax Dei. You can join a clan, contribute to the community, and enjoy the game without your own plot. If you want your own home and play regularly, you can maintain one plot with Brace, which allows you to enjoy the full experience by purchasing the base game alone. Simply being part of the world and its community helps more than you might think. What about the features we've been asking for? We know this is a sensitive topic, so let's address some of these features. Farming and fishing. These features were mentioned before early access in interviews and Q&As. Their absence from the game so far is due to two main reasons. First, both farming and fishing primarily add new content loops to the cooking system, and the current state of cooking is not where we want it to be yet. Introducing new resource loops now would only amplify existing balance issues, which doesn't make sense at this stage. Second, both systems require significant development, and we haven't yet been able to allocate the necessary time to them. That said, the crafting skills related to cooking and potions are next in line for rebalancing. This means we're very close to removing the main balancing blocker for these features. Mounts. We shared an early concept for mounts last year, but the features is still a long way from being ready. While the overall design is now complete and some technical challenges have already been addressed, there is still significant work ahead. We need to implement the gameplay system themselves, improve animations, particularly those related to the rider, and ensure mounts persist correctly across zones. As we've mentioned before, we want horses to be more than a simple movement speed bonus. This means dedicating time from several team members to build meaningful content and systems around them, even for the initial version you'll see in-game. Recycling. Last summer, recycling was a high priority. Since then, priorities have shifted to address more urgent needs. We know how important recycling is to many of you, and we agree. However, at the moment, we simply don't have the bandwidth to actively work on it. That said, we are continuing to refine the design and hope to have something ready to ship later in the year. In the meantime, the upcoming crafting balance changes in the next update aims to significantly reduce crafting waste. You'll no longer need to grind a small specific set of items to maximize XP gains, which we believe will greatly reduce the need for recycling in the short term. Our next step on that front will be to look into failed crafts and reduce material cost. So what are you working on? With the game and the team we have right now, our priority is clear. It makes far more sense to improve, fix, and strengthen what already exists than to keep expanding outward with new zones, biomes, or professions. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd rather have a few things that are optimal than a lot of broken stuff, so that's a good route to take. For most of this year, our focus will be on making Pax Dei more meaningful rather than simply making it bigger. That means going deeper into existing systems, addressing long-standing friction points, and delivering quality of life improvements that make the game more coherent and enjoyable day to day. You can already see this direction with XP rebalancing on the PTS, as well as the work we've started on cooking, jewel crafting, and alchemy. Rather than spreading the team too thin, we want to strengthen the game's foundations so that future editions are built on solid ground. Building as a foundation. A major pillar of this effort is building. Player feedback has been very clear. The building system is amazing, but its impact is currently more aesthetic. We want construction to matter more, not just as a decoration, but as a meaningful part of gameplay and social life in Pax Dei. Building isn't only placing structures, it's about creating places where communities gather, trade, roleplay, and leave a lasting mark on the world. Our goal is to reinforce the building system as the backbone of villages and cities, so future features feel richer and more connected. Systems that reinforce building to support this vision. We're working on several interconnected systems alongside ongoing crafting professions rebalancing. We're introducing mechanics that tie gameplay benefits directly to well-designed structures. Systems like comfort and rest with crafting bonus influenced by roofs and layouts. Together, these changes aim to make where and how you build just as important as what you build. Alliances and permissions. At the same time, we've been spending a lot of time designing alliances. Our goal is to make alliances meaningful for all types of players, not just PvP focus groups, but also clans who want to build villages and cities together. To achieve that, alliances need purpose beyond PvP flagging alone, which means introducing supporting mechanics before alliances themselves go live. A key part of making this work is giving players better control over access and trust. That's why we're finally revamping the permission systems. Clans will support customizable membership tiers, each tied to specific roles and permissions. Plot and item access will be more granular, including the ability to define trusted friends with elevated rights. The new system is also designed to be safer and more forgiving with cleaner presets and stricter deletion rules, making it easier to welcome new members without fear of losing property or progress. We'll go into more detail on this once we reach the public test chart. This image is a UI mock-up, subject to change. Okay. Long-term goals. This is the direction we're committed to. Stronger foundations, deeper systems, and a world that becomes more meaningful to the more you invest in it. Yeah, that sounds good. This all sounds great. What's the timeline then? Verse 5 is growing with new content, including master crafting, new emotes, UI updates, and more. This update also includes significant rebalancing and crafting XP across most professions, aimed at making crafting progression much more pleasant overall. This content is currently being tested. Verse 5 will be moving on to verse 6. Focused on building the comfort system and permissions. As part of this planning, we've made the difficult decision to move alliances to later in the year in verse 7. This allows us to properly lay the foundations first rather than introducing alliances before the support systems are ready. Yeah, that sounds good. Well, honestly, those of you who play Pax Dei right know that alliances may not be part of the in-game system, but socially, yes, they're already there. Alongside these major features, we also plan to roll out smaller, nice-to-have features and systems throughout the year. Here's what's simmering in our magical cauldron: the much-anticipated dueling system, additional building sets, a cooking and food globe, and more improvements for jewel crafting and alchemy, combat improvements, and PvE content fixes. We'll also be adding birds, not just ambient chirp ones, but wildlife that can be hunted, that will be tied directly to fletching, and of course a few surprises we're not ready to reveal just yet. Okay. Oh, let's try to blow up this image here. The timeline. Pax Dei 1.0. Battle for Leonese, the Yule event. Then we go to 2026. We have Master Crafting, minor update. Homestead, another minor update, and Alliances. Alright, that sounds good. Grateful Smart. Alright, so that is Pax Dei. And then we're going to move on to one that, well, you'll see. Werewinds Meet and Gear Up. We are in Werewinds Meet. Dear Wanderer, we are pleased to announce that Gear Up, Game Booster, and Werewinds Meet have formed a close partnership dedicated to providing all Wanderers with a lower latency or stable gaming experience. Effective immediately, all Wanderers can use Gear Up to access Werewinds Meet network optimization service for free. Gear Up is a globally renowned network optimization tool with many years of professional experience. Its proprietary adaptive intelligence routing, air technology, and anti-packet loss technology are industry-leading and can effectively resolve the various network issues players encounter. Download Gear Up now and let your journeys and adventures proceed unobstructed. Hold on a minute. Has anybody actually had network issues when playing Werewinds Meet? I personally have not. I have my criticisms of the game design, but that's pretty much it. Would y'all like me to do a review video of Werewinds Meet? What I think? Feel free to let me know in the comments. Why do you need Gear Up? Although Werewinds Meet has deployed numerous servers worldwide, complex network environments, and constantly changing network conditions may still affect other players' connections. Ability, okay, whatever. One-click acceleration, globe, node coverage, real-time route. Alright, whatever. Meanwhile, Gear Up features a built-in Werewinds Meet translator, which can instantly translate the game into Indonesian, Filipino, Hindi, Russian, Vietnamese, and Thai. It is accurate, stable, and does not interrupt. Now, when I read this, I thought to myself, what do y'all want to bet? Somebody paid somebody in order for this article to be put out there, because I've never seen any network issues when I've logged into Werewinds Meet. I don't think anybody I've played Werewinds Meet with has had any of this. This is probably just a paid promo. but what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below. Besides that, that's all I have for this video. Have a grossly wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.